This next fight, we got a battle of two grapplers, both coming off losses. Luidvik Sholinian, he fought in the Contender Series. He went 1-1, or he fought, excuse me, on Ultimate Fighter. He went 1-1. He lost the eventual Ultimate Fighter winner, Ricky Turcios. He didn't get signed to the UFC after the show, but he came in on short notice, fought Jack Shore, got absolutely dominated in that fight, really had nothing for Shore. And now he's getting his second UFC fight here. And he's a great amateur wrestler. He has good upper body takedowns. When he gets on top, he controls effectively. On the feet, he's not very good. He has okay in and out movement, but he's flat footed on the slower side of bantamweight. He does have good pressure. The straight right hand is pretty nice for him, and he's durable. He'll go for it, but very hittable. Moves forward and backward in straight lines, is slow. He's going to struggle to outstrike many fighters who have decent footwork. In his fight with Jack Shore, he got really beat up with the jab and he got out-grappled. And it didn't really seem like he was very good off of his back or in the cage wrestling. So I think he needs to really work on his wrestling against the cage and working back up to his feet when he does get taken down, because if he can't get back up against a guy like Johnny Munoz, that's not going to bode well. And it's been a year since Sholinian last fought. He's been working in Las Vegas. He's been working at the PI and other places. So it's going to be put to the test here, everything that he's been working on, and hopefully his cage wrestling is a lot better than when he fought Ricky Turcios and Jack Shore, and then he could potentially win this fight. But Johnny Munoz Jr., he's a specialist. He's a black belt. He has pretty solid wrestling skills. He's aggressive, tries to close the distance to get that clinch against the cage or hit a double leg right away. And on the feet, he throws some pretty good kicks, and he's athletic, but not very good. He's a fast striker. He's going to be faster than Sholinian. He has better footwork, and he's going to be trying to kick and move, time the takedowns. And I think even if he throws kicks, I don't think he's too worried about Sholinian taking him down, because I think he feels he's superior in the grappling, even off of his back. And that's going to be kind of the battle. I think that's where Sholinian could potentially win the fight as an underdog, is if Johnny Munoz Jr. gets taken down, accepts bottom position, and then Sholinian can grind him out on top. Because I feel like on the feet, it would be competitive, but I think that Munoz Jr. is a little bit faster, and he's going to throw a little bit more out there. And ultimately, I think Munoz, if he can hit takedowns, he's dynamic with the submission game. 7 of his wins are submissions. He has great cardio, and he's going to be relentless in there. I think if he gets the back, he's a beast from that position. And I just see him as the better fighter of the two when it's on the ground. The wrestling is close, but I think Munoz has better cage wrestling, and he's probably going to win by decision here using kicks, clinch control, maybe a couple takedowns. And I think he's coming off a knockout loss, and it's not been 6 months. So that's one of the other things I'm worried about, besides him getting held down, is him being a little bit hesitant with the striking because of getting knocked out. But there isn't a huge striking threat with Sholinian, so I think he should be good. And I just feel like he's the better grappler. Maybe Sholinian has better wrestling pedigree and a better background in amateur wrestling, but in MMA grappling, I think Johnny Munoz Jr. is the better of the two. I think he's a little bit better athlete, and I have to go with him here to win this fight via decision. I think he'll just be a little bit more aggressive and do a little bit more in this one.